everybody. Good morning, Anjanette.
Morning.
Thanks for joining the first stream. We're gonna just be talking Transformers, some GI Joe, some other stuff. But I also want to thank Anjanette and Angel for the intro. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it, and anything you're looking for, to reach out to them.
Sorry, I had to turn off the second YouTube that was on because I was checking and everything was an echo. Hi, sorry. Hello. I missed
introduce yourself, Anjanette.
I'm Anjanette from South Africa. That's it. Financial advisor by day. Meme artist by night.
Doing a lot of the memes.
Pardon, I can't hear you.
Sorry. So.
Yeah, sorry, there's a lot of noise in the background though. It sounds like banging and whatever. Yeah, I can hear you now.
It's the first stream.
Yeah.
It's our first.
Yeah, I know.
As you can see in my background, I started this channel just to talk Transformers, talk GI Joe, just pretty much talk about my hobbies, my collection. Something I've been doing since I was a kid. After watching Transformers for the first time in 1984, because it came on WTV on Sundays at 11 a.m. So
yeah.
When I saw Transformers for the first time, I fell in love. And right after that, I had to have the toys and
of course.
whatever else that came out. So that's been my passion.
Yeah.
I had my very first Transformer, which I still have. It's boxed though, but is my Optimus Prime and Megatron, because I had asked my parents for those figures because Optimus was my favorite, and behold, I had them. Now, unfortunately, I still have the figures, but I don't have the boxes because my mother made me cut the boxes. Well, she wanted no cardboard, no boxes around. So instead of not throwing them out, what I did was I very closely cut them into its actual panels. So I kept those. So I still have them.
And how old were you then when you got your first one?
Ooh, I want to say I was 9 or 10.
And you had the presence of mind then already to know to cut them out nicely to keep it. That's pretty good. That's dedication from an early age.
You know what it was, Anjanette? It's the artwork. Artwork, I was always fascinated because Transformers. Now, mind you, I got into Transformers first. I got into GI Joe second. But the artwork of Transformers was phenomenal. Like I can just show you briefly here on the back.
Yeah, that is really spectacular. You almost feel what's happening there.
Yeah, so when you're a kid and you see that, and especially from the cartoon, you fall into that world. So that's how I was. And I remember we had certain stores that sold the Transformers. Like you had Sears, you had the Bay. Toys R Us was just launching. I think they launched in 1986 in Canada. So we got one of the first stores. But going to the stores, going to consumers distributing, seeing the Transformers in the catalogs was just like, I gotta have this.
So, yes, I can imagine.
So and mind you, Megatron was a gun at the time.
Yeah.
It was just something you had to have. Because you wanted the leaders of both factions. So
yes, of course, you wanted the villain and the good guy.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, Yeah, who's going to play fight against each other?
Yeah.
When
But you know what's funny? I never really did that. I would always have them set up, and
Yeah.
I would have them set up in a way where weren't fighting with them because I wanted to, for some reason, being at that young age, I wanted to preserve them. I never
Yeah.
wanted them. You have your few interactions, but it was something that I always planned on keeping for
Yeah. So
the rest of my life.
Yeah. So they attacked each other very gently.
Yes. So I do have a lot of my old school. I don't have a lot on display because I just started going over them and just going through my collection to see what I have, and I have a lot of stuff.
I see.
And then I guess my passion was always there, but then I had a few friends who collected, and then once I found out about YouTube and seeing, as huge fan, then seeing Jeremy, huge GI Joe fan. So once I started seeing that, and then you relive more and more because you have more of that passion that comes out.
So that actually reminds me. So is that how because often in the community, I see that everyone got to know each other through someone else they were following or through a passion of theirs. Now, is that how you got to first know Az and Jeremy? Was seeing them on YouTube with with the fact that Az is an avid collector as well. Is that how you sort of connected with all of them?
Yeah, because when I saw what they were doing, like I'll give you a first example. I'll 3POJ, because seeing he was a Transformer fan, because when he was streaming on Saturdays, and I saw his channel for the first time, and then he was talking about Starscream, and I was like, oh, okay, this is something I'd like to find out more about. So once I started watching him, and then with Jeremy and Az, and that's where it kind of just said, okay, I want to connect with these guys because I want to watch their streams because they're talking about my passion.
Yeah. So it's interesting how. Sorry, Manam.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, it's just interesting how many people meet each other this way in the community, through shared interests. And the fact that you can chat in chat. Oh, God, let me just check quickly with chat. My nose is itchy. Somebody must be. What is it when your nose is itchy? No, that's your ear. Nose is itchy is when you're going to fight with someone. So hopefully no one today. I just wanted to say hi to Wendy and Kiwi and Angel and Deadman Talking. Hello. And Alfie. Hi, guys. Nice to see all of you here supporting Cole Hauser. This is great.
Thank you.
And now I've lost my train of thought. You see, this is what happens when you stream with an old woman. I had a point. I was just, yes. It's just interesting because in the community, you just like all the girls there, I got to know them through following a certain singer. And then we all got chatting. And you just make so many friends in this community, which I would never have thought possible. So it's always good to hear and interesting to hear how other people connected and how everyone met each other, because it does feel like a big family that you're part of.
Yeah, it's a passion, and it's a passion that I always enjoyed. Now, mind you, growing up, people would always say to me, "Is like, you still collect?" Like, I said, "Well, yeah," because I look at it like this: my parents there's 5 kids in my family. My parents can only afford so much. So once I started working, once I started, making money, then I could start buying more of the stuff I wanted. Stuff that when I was a kid, I wanted to get. Like I remember, I think it was like I used to record Transformers, GI Joe, Robotech. I used to record them with the VHS tapes. So I remember, I'll never forget, a Friday night, 8:00 p.m. They used to do Fox 29. It wasn't Fox then, but it was 29 Buffalo Station. They used to do a movie, an action movie of the week. So I turn on and they mentioned it's a GI Joe movie, and I was like, whoa! And it was the Pyramid of Darkness. So it was basically the season 3. Um, um, it was a season 3 5-parter, but they condensed it into a movie. And then when the first block of commercials came, it was a commercial for Omega Supreme right there.
So cool.
When I saw that commercial, I was just like, I gotta have this. So I remember, because I recorded it, and I remember playing it to my dad. I said, can I have this? And he was basically, well, this looks pretty expensive. So when you go to the catalog, because we have, you have catalogs, it was $42. But
which I'm guessing,
back then was, it's very expensive.
Major. Yeah.
But I got it. I was able to get it. And, it was one of the proudest days. But it's just those things where when you're growing up and you see all these toys, especially when you want to have. So once I started working, once I started being able to carry myself, then I could start buying the toys that I want. And then my collection has grown. And at the same time I was doing Transformers, I was doing GI Joe and Robotech, but not as much as the GI Joe. The GI Joe was secondary. But yeah, I got the Transformers, and this is where I am today. Like I said, what you see behind me is just a small, very small portion of my collection. But I would like to. Everything's in bins, so I would really like to display everything one day.
Yeah.
So coming back to the community, with Jay being huge on Transformers, as being huge on Transformers, Jeremy Transformers, and GI Joe, more GI Joe, and then just meeting everyone else in the community, guys like Brimstone, and just seeing, just talking to the community about Transformers, it just makes sense because they're into something that you love, and when they're out there talking about their collections and and what they have, it inspires me to say, hey, listen, this is what I like.
Yeah, it's a shared passion. Yeah. And I must say, I feel for parents because, when you look at something and it's $42, in a parent's mind, you're thinking, okay, if I'm spending $42 on the one child, I have to do the equivalent for the others. Because if you guys were anything like my children, they can do accounting and math in their head from very early age. And if you've got to buy for 5 children, then $42 very quickly becomes, I don't know, $200, if my math is correct. So yeah, parents, it's a lot for parents to actually buy, especially with 5 kids. So yeah, I can imagine that when you started, it's lovely to be able to buy your own. Tell me quickly, which is your most prized possession? Which one out of all of the ones would you say is your most prized?
Oh, that's tough because I have so many, and there's just so many that you want. So I have to say sorry?
Gun to your head?
Yeah, well, I have to say Jetfire is one of my is my beloved. So I have one right here. Now this is one that I just recently picked this one up, but I do have another box one that's it's in a case. But Jetfire was somebody, one of these figures that I just grew up with. I do have Megatron, the gun mode. So I saw in the chat, but it was something that I just always wanted. Shockwave is another one. He's also a ray gun, but he's purple. He was one that I always cherished. I've been collecting the comics since 1984, so I've had the comics from the beginning.
Okay, now I need you to explain something to me there, because what I know I've done some artwork for you. Well, I use the term loosely, AI art. But what I know about Transformers and GI Joes and that is, I grew up as one of 4 girls, and then I had 3 daughters, and then 4 granddaughters before a grandson came along. So it's only when the grandson came along that I started buying or was exposed to boy toys. Okay, those toys.
Mm-hmm.
That boy toys didn't sound right somehow. But
no,
in any case,
right.
Yeah, so I've got a lot of questions because I want to understand all of this, because I've done some of this art for you. That you held up now, that I'm assuming when it's in a thing like that with a 9 in the corner, that comic, does that mean it's graded?
Yes, yeah, this is graded.
Okay, so what does the 9 mean? So is that the level?
Yeah, you know, if you have a 6, it's like, but if you have like a 9.8, a 9.9,
notch.
Like this one here is a 9.4.
Okay, so is that grading purely for the quality of the comic?
Yes.
Or does it also include how scarcity, how rare it is?
Yeah, well, it's like in the chat saying it's out of 10. So, you know, you want the highest. Like I have some comics that, you know, luckily I bought multiples of. Like I have a Transformers number 3. You know, I have one that's graded 9.8, but then I have one it's missing the cover. So it's not worth anything. But I keep it because it's sentimental value. Right. I have a Transformers number 1 that's a 9.6. So
so that's good. And who grades them? Do you buy them graded already, or do you have to take them to?
You send them out to get graded. Same thing with your toy. You can send out your toys to get graded as well. I know. Jay, he has and ads. They have quite a few graded Transformers.
Sorry, you're in Africa. There's a thing flying here.
Yeah, true. Nerds grade them.
Nerds grade them. Okay, so that's cool. So it's actually somebody that does that.
So also I have these are very, you know, if you can find them, the Transformer action cards. These are pretty rare to find now, because every time I go out and look for them, because I'm almost I'm missing about, how many cards? I think I'm missing about 7 cards right now, but and I'll have the whole collection done. But this one, I don't want to open. So
no.
So these are really, like, we used to go to Toys R Us and just grab as many as we can to complete the set. So and then I have so I have the old VHS tapes.
I've got a few of those. Okay, not of Transformers, but VHS. They're so big and bulky, eh?
Yeah, I gave a couple to Jay last year for his birthday.
Oh, you must have been in heaven.
Yeah, because I had some extras.
Yeah.
So, but these are really cool.
Those are nice. Tell me something. I was just wondering from a technical point of view, because I've got a few of them, but you know, kids' cartoons and stuff like that. Does that tape eventually weather and fall apart, or is that something that if you've got it in your box and it's closed and never opened or used, that it will stay good forever? Or is it something that will eventually fall apart?
To answer that question, I don't know.
Okay, sorry, I was just curious.
I don't use so I still have some VHS tapes.
Sorry, I just need to put my phone on silent.
No problem. So some of my VHS tapes that I had, like when I recorded off TV, I transferred them all digitally. So because I know those and who uses VHS these days, right? I still have a VHS recorder. Yeah, I still have a VCR. So, but I transferred all my footage from the VHS tapes to digital, so I have them on my hard drive. So
sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, man. I just had to. A client's trying to call me. I just need to quickly send my secretary a WhatsApp.
Yeah, exactly. Old Renaissance Boomer is saying, yeah, I like they're in a controlled environment. So but
okay, sorted. I'm back with you.
Yeah. So will I open them? No, but they're fine the way they are because I'll never play them. If I'm gonna, I have all the episodes on DVD, which I don't use. I just want them on my hard drive.
Yeah, but it's nice to know that you've got the original media.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes, like you say, you don't play with everything, but you're not to know that they're still there and that you've got it. It's that thrill of the ownership.
Yeah. Well, I also have. I was lucky to grab. I grabbed the soundtracks because I always loved the background music.
Yeah.
So.
And that's good old LPs, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Carlos, I just want to check quickly because you've got a few guys that have jumped in as well. Just wanted Dead Man Talking. We've got Alfie Packer. Packer Smith says hi as well. Old
Hello.
Renaissance Boomer. I just wanted to see if there was any questions. Yeah, Packer Smith. Megatron, the gun. What is special about the gun? Because I saw you mentioned it as well earlier about the gun.
Well, because of current day. Well, it was current day back then, but because he was a Walther P38, so it wasn't acceptable to have handguns as toys. And I remember there was an incident where somebody tried to rob a 7-Eleven with a Megatron as a gun, so they basically got rid of that from the market. Luckily, I have a couple. So and then what they did was they actually
got one you can show.
No, well, you can't really show those, but I don't want to take the chance. But
yes, of course, YouTube.
Yeah, but they changed them into a tank.
Oh.
So now I don't like the fact that it's a tank, but it is what it is.
Yeah, woke world.
Yeah. So basically, you can almost call this a crossover because in GIJOE, because there was a few crossovers where Cobra turned him into the tank.
So
this is a sealed box.
Oh yeah, no, you don't want to be opening that.
Yeah, a little scruffy, but
hey, it's a sealed box.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is one of my prides and possessions. So when Beast Wars came out, Kenner also brought out a line called Machine Wars.
Yeah.
So I've been looking for this Optimus Prime since 1996.
Yeah, see, Optimus Prime, I know.
Yeah, but this is a different version of Optimus Prime. So this is the Machine Wars Optimus Prime. So
okay.
I was so glad to have got this.
Yeah, it's cool. It's absolutely amazing to see. I would imagine that I would be like that about a Barbie collection. Oh, that's nice.
And, yeah. This is G2 Optimus Prime because they did a whole line of him.
I have to say, guys always have better toys than us. Because, I mean, you can just do so much more with the toys for boys than the toys they have for girls. I mean, it's a Barbie doll. What are you going to do?
Yeah, well.
The boys, I mean, I had great fun buying my grandson toys when he came along. Mm-hmm. And one of the first Transformers I got him was Bumblebee.
Mm.
And that to me was just, wow.
Back in the day, going to Toys R Us and you had walls upon walls of Transformers and GI Joes, and it was just like, this is amazing, because you just didn't know which ones to buy. Like
yes, I can imagine.
Like Whirl, like he's one of my favorite Autobots. So I'm lucky to have a couple of these. He's a deluxe Autobot.
Okay, you need to explain all of that to me.
So he was taken not from the Hasbro line. He was taken from another toy line that Hasbro acquired, and that's what Hasbro did. They took properties from Japan and they just changed it over to their Transformers line. So
okay, is Hasbro because maybe you're talking to a total poepel, poepel in Afrikaans, an egghead. I know nothing. Hasbro is the company that first made or introduced Transformers. Is that it?
Yeah, Hasbro, Monopoly, board games.
Yeah.
They basically they were at a toy show in Tokyo. They saw these toys and they're just like, hey, let's bring them into our group with GI Joe and everybody else.
Yeah. So. Okay. So, because I often hear the word Hasbro bandied about, in chats and when people are on streams. I've often wondered what the connection was.
Yeah.
So it's not to learn this. Yeah.
Yeah. Hasbro is basically the big conglomerate toy company that they handle the Star Wars toys. They handle GI Joe, Gem, Mask, you name it. Like all the board games that are out there, pretty much Hasbro. My Little
Hasbro
Pony.
Pretty much has
yeah.
Okay, My Little Pony, I know very well.
Yeah, so they're under the Hasbro.
Yeah.
Actually, they were supposed to have a crossover with GI Joe and My Little Pony in the My Little Pony movie, where Shipwreck from GI Joe was supposed to be in My Little Pony, but they scratched that idea.
I wonder why. That would have been badass. That would have been really badass.
Would have been cool. And then so for Jetfire here, there was some controversy because he's a Macross aircraft from Japan, but Hasbro got the rights from Bandai, and so he only appeared in the commercial advertising because it was also part of this Macross VF1F was part of Robotech as well in Macross, so there was a lot of lawsuits and court challenges over Jetfire. So.
Oh, okay.
But listen, Hasbro didn't care. Hasbro had the money. They're just gonna.
Just throw money at it. And get it done. Yeah. So is that a very rare one because of all the controversy around it? And did they make a lot of those, and do they still make them?
Oh no, they don't make these anymore. They make now. It's you can't really see, but it's Skyfire here.
Oh, okay.
So that's how he was in the cartoon. That's how he looked like in the cartoon. So, but Jetfire was the other version they brought. So, it's Hasbro had some interesting legal issues when it came to their toys.
Yeah.
So,
which would you say has been the hardest one that you've really wanted to track down, that you've had to really go to great lengths to get?
Oh, that's tough. Well, so I got a Pepsi Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
I would love to get one box. But it's really costly. But I was lucky to grab one out of the box because the guy had one. And I was just like, and I was like, I'll take it. So the Pepsi Optimus Prime. There's a couple other from Japan, from the original Diaclone series.
Yeah.
When they first made Transformers, there's a couple stuff there. Couple of figures I want, but there's I gotta say there's a handful. Like what I really want I want the GI Joe aircraft carrier, the USS Flag.
And you haven't got that one yet.
Yeah, it's 7.5 feet long, and so I've been trying to. I had a chance to buy one last year,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. I want one box, and so I find guys out there who have them, but you just got to play around with pricing. So
yeah, and what's the most have you ever bought one that you just knew you were overpaying, but you had to have it and it was worth it?
Well, I bought the Robosen Optimus Prime, the one that self-transforms.
Yeah.
Like, I saw it when it came out. I was like, $1,200. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll buy it.
Yeah, I can totally relate. There's all logic just goes out of your head when it's something that you just have to have.
Yeah.
Is there ever a piece that you regret not buying when you had the chance?
Yes.
Which one?
Transformers made they made like a base. It was called the Activity Center.
Yeah.
So basically it's cardboard and it comes together and makes a base.
Yes.
I had a chance to pick that up for peanuts. And silly me, I'll wait. It's sold, but now it's selling between, I'd say, $400 and $800.
Oh goodness!
So you always come across pieces like this one here.
Yeah.
Like, I picked it up for nothing. Like, it comes with a comic too. Like, this thing ranges from like $250 to like $600. But I got it for nothing, and the battery still works.
What do you mean nothing? Like $1 or like literally zero?
I picked it up for like $40.
Okay, that's not okay.
No,
yeah, that
and
is
it's sealed, but the thing, still, you can hear it.
Oh, I love it when you go down toy stores and you can push all the buttons. I'm one of those creepy weirdos that will go to each one and push it just to hear them all going at the same time, even at my age.
So yeah, like if I can find something for, and I do my searching, right? I try to find like old school Transformers, like even some GI Joe, like even my Night Raven. The GI Joe Night Raven, like that thing still sells. Like I got 5 Night Ravens, so because I love that Cobra aircraft.
That's not another thing I wanted to ask you. When you say you've got 5, are each of them different? Obviously, because you wouldn't buy the same. Sorry, man, it's fucking Mickey flying here. Anyway,
no, they're all the same.
So they're exactly the same.
Yeah, because
no different.
My plan is I want to do a diorama, and I want to have like different air, like I want to have an air wing in different bases. So that's why I have like 5. I have 5 Night Ravens. I have 5 Phantom X-19s.
Okay, what's a diorama?
So basically, when you see toys and they make like activity center around it with buildings, that's basically a diorama. So,
okay.
I'm looking at making like a big GI Joe base.
Yeah.
And I want to have hangars and runways for the jets.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I can imagine. I remember when we were in the UK about 11 years ago, the grandchildren were all still under 10 years of age, and they were totally into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or just the bloody turtles, yes, Ninja Turtles. And somebody in the UK was selling, and I mean, it was huge. It was my height, and I'm about 1.68 meters tall. So I'm not short. I'm not tall, but I'm not short. But when you set the thing up, it was the whole underground sewer system.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously not the whole underground, but you know what I'm saying? It was that section that you see. And it was the pipes going up, and it's the cardboarding that comes together. And once it's set up, it was really huge.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're on holiday in the freaking UK, but we made a plan and we brought that thing home. It was totally stripped down. It was in between the luggage because you couldn't just obviously bring it assembled, but I had to bring that home for the grandchildren for their turtle collection. So I think I get where you're going with that, where you've got like the whole setup, and then they can play, because then they put the turtles here, and then the turtles are over there.
Yeah.
Obviously the smaller ones, not the really big ones that they had as well.
Yeah, because I want to build a massive base. So for my GI Joes on one side, the Cobras on the other side, and same thing with the Transformers in GI Joe. I want to have my Transformers, Autobots one side, Decepticons one side. That's for my loose figures, though. My figures that aren't in the boxes, I want to put them in different battle scenarios.
Yeah. So you're going to need a really big man cave.
Yeah. So.
Oh, no, that's cool, man.
Old Renaissance boomer. Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you have a white whale that you're still hunting for? Like one that you just cannot find? It's like...
You know what? It's funny because every time there's a new figure or there's an old figure that comes out, I'm just like, if I find it, I see it. It's like the Transformer race car set.
Yeah.
Those are you can find them, but they're a bit rare. And also the Transformer. So GI Joe made a race car set and a train set. Transformers made a race car set and a train set. I was lucky to have 4 complete Transformer train sets, 3 complete Transformer race car sets, but I have 1 GI Joe train set, and I'm still looking for their electric trucking slot car set. So those were things I was looking for. There's a few things out there that I'm trying to find, but it just you know what? They sometimes show up in
randomly
at a garage. Like, so my GI Joe Hall of Fame figures. I have I'm missing like 3 or 4 figures. But I got a lot of their accessory packs that comes with the extra clothing, boots, guns, and all that stuff. I have them all sealed. I'm missing 2. So those are rarities I'm trying to find.
Yeah.
So it's like I said with the action cards. I'm missing about 4 cards right now to complete 4 to 7 cards to complete the set. So once I have the set completed, I'm done. So these came with like stickers as well with the Transformers and their mottos. So
oh well, if anyone in chat knows of anyone that can get Kohlhauser his missing pieces, that will be awesome. Imagine that, eh?
Yeah,
from your very first stream.
and that's why we go to like MegaCon or Transformers conventions, like because Jay came to Toronto this summer. He came for the Transformer convention because I worked. I worked with Ontario Collectors Comp. So I said, hey, come down to the Transformer convention because it's Canada's largest Transformers convention, and you'll find pretty much anything that you're looking for. And even I just got word we're going to be in Orlando next year. So
yes. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That brings me to another question. I'm assuming when you go to these conventions that you can buy.
Yes.
But wouldn't it be so difficult if you are obviously there are people that collect this just to resell, but I would imagine that's a tough choice because, I mean, I would want to keep everything. I wouldn't want to sell anything.
So you know who a true collector is, and you know who's somebody out there just looking to make a buck.
Yeah.
Because I deal with a lot of guys all the time out there when I find a rare figure and they say, yeah, I can sell it for this much. But then there are times where I just said, man, that's too rich for my blood. I can find it elsewhere.
Yeah.
And that's what happens at the problem at the convention is like I was looking for parts because I have a Trypticon. He's a big Transformer dinosaur Decepticon. I was missing a couple items. For the amount they wanted for the accessories, I could have bought another figure. So
yeah.
you have to, yeah, it's the game out there where everyone's looking to make a buck because the toy industry is one of the largest industries out there, and especially when it comes to buying old school Transformers, GI Joe, Mass, and Ninja Turtles. It's finding that rarity figure, and you can get the figure, but if you don't have the accessories.
Yeah, and it's funny that it's the kids sort of people buy it for their children, and then the children, for the most part, sort of move on and lose interest. But then you get the true collectors where that passion stays with you forever. And I've often heard that as soon as you are able to, like you said yourself, as soon as you are able to start working and earning your own money, that's when boys start collecting, big boys start collecting all these things again. It's almost like you're reliving your second childhood, but with money that you can afford to spend now. And you can actually, Ed Sheeran is like that. Ed Sheeran has a collection of something, and now you can hit me with a piece of fish in the face and I couldn't tell you what he collects. Lego. Ed Sheeran goes after Lego. You know the singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got apparently a Lego collection second to none. And he often has Lego parties where everyone comes over and they build Lego. And I've got friends in up country where their children also, their thing now is to collect Lego. And then they also do the Lego building and all of that. Because it's like you said, it's when you get older, you've got the money to indulge and you go after the things you maybe couldn't have as a kid because your parents just didn't have the money.
See, I never lost my passion. My passion's been there since, like I said, since the day I saw the first episode of Transformers in 1982.
Yeah.
My passion's always stayed with me. There's a reason why I have 2 Omega Supremes. One there, one here, because he's one of my favorite characters. Jetfire.
Yeah.
We have 4 Jetfires. There's a reason why I have all indication, all the different iterations of Shockwave, from the Radio Shack to the Hasbro, because he's like my favorite characters. So when I go to a convention, I go there because I've met some of these dealers, and some of these dealers are like, they're in it for the money. I'm in it for my passion. So So I look at it as, I'm walking in there. I know exactly what I'm looking for. This is what I'm buying, and this is what I'm getting. Like for GI Joe, when they came back out with the classified line, I was like, the 6-inch figures. I like these figures. They are really good. And when I got them, I was like, okay, I'm gonna collect them. So some of the stuff, ridiculous pricing. When they came out, I got in, like, even for Hasbro, when they're selling figures for ridiculous amounts of money, but and they keep bringing figures out, and you lose track because they're coming up to like 200 now. So I think I got like 160 of the classified, but you just got to keep up, and it's a money pit.
But it's one you enjoy, and why not? And I mean, it's something you can pass on to your children again one day. By the way, which childhood cartoon episode, if you think back to, which one is like absolutely burnt into your memory as your all-time favorite episode that you've ever watched of any cartoon?
So it's funny because somebody asked this in one of the Facebook groups. about the favorite Transformer episodes. And I'm split between Transformers, G.I. Joe. Obviously, Transformers, the movie in '86. You know, going to the theater for the first time, watching Optimus Prime die. You know, I cried. You know, I cried profusely because you're seeing your childhood hero, get taken out. But with episodes, there was like Fire in the Sky, Countdown to Extinction. Actually, yeah, this one here, Fire in the Sky. When they first meet Skyfire, one of my favorite episodes. The Golden Lagoon, great episode. Web World, Starscream's Ghost. Even though I rag on Jay about Starscream, I still like him. Like Skywarp is like my favorite Decepticon jet because not because he's a jet, but because I love his purple colors. Because he's black and purple. I always love that color. So G.I. Joe, there's a handful of episodes like Excalibur, great episode. There's just so many, but I can recall a lot of them. So
I think I must do a G.I. Joe. You must give me a favorite episode of a G.I. Joe where I can not spoof it, because I don't think you can really spoof G.I. Joe, but just redo it like with the people in the fellowship acting the different roles, because I think
we did it once.
That would be, we did, but that was just them just like appearing. But if you could, knowing what I can do now, and I can make them do different things, it would be actually nice to sort of spoof a half an episode, because you can't make it too long. But maybe just do a 2-minute thing, like a sequence or something. That would actually be fun.
Yeah, I gotta say, like Excalibur, Cobra Stops the World, Pyramid of Darkness, Countdown for Zartown. There's some great episodes.
You must actually send it to me, because then I'll use ChatGPT just to plot so that we make a quick trailer, like I did with the Die Hard. It didn't follow the real trailer, but it's just like little snippets from the episode. That would be fun. I enjoy doing that.
Funny last night, because they got into the whole Die Hard Christmas movie debate. So I said, think about Die Hard as a G.I. Joe movie, because you can make it seem like Hans Gruber trying to get the attention of Cobra Commander and Destro. And Jay is like, I like that. I like that storyline. So
maybe we can do something.
I
like challenges. I like something different.
It's how you look at it. Like the reason why I mentioned the episode Excalibur in G.I. Joe, because Storm Shadow finds the sword Excalibur from the Lady of the Lake. So there's just a whole bunch of twists and turns. And Destro, even though he's on the same side as Storm Shadow, tries to kill him because he wants the sword for himself. And then because the sword was removed, it brings storms across the British Isles, because they want the Lady of the Lake wants the sword back. So stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Somebody's asking you a question, I think.
Oh, wait. Yes. It's my terracotta army. I've got a second one, Angel. I was joking with Carl Hauser earlier. When I still had an office in town before COVID, I had the two of them in my boardroom. Now that one still has his head, and the other one's lost his head. So I used to put them there anyway. And somebody once said to me, but why display the one without a head? So I said, because that's to illustrate to clients what happens if you don't follow financial advice. That's just a joke, but in any case, yeah. He looks good with the headphones. Sometimes I put a beanie on, but the poor little bastard, he holds my handbag. You can see my handbag hanging off him.
So I just want to say, so I just got these. I've had them sitting and I haven't, but they finally came. So I got my Missing Links Sunstreaker.
Oh, nice.
So, and then I got my Missing Link Condor. And then I got a Robotech, well, next new generation, Scott Bernard and Cyclone.
Oh, I can see if there's any guys in the chat, they're probably going ape now, thinking, oh, I want that.
Hey, Beetle. There's Beetle.
There's Beetle in the chat.
No, Beetle.
Beetle Johnson.
Yeah.
I thought a bit early for Beetle.
I know Ryan would like this, but I got a nice Phantom Menace
Yeah.
So, pretty nice, because it comes with the booklet and everything.
Yeah, no, that looks good too.
I like the prequels. I like the prequels. So.
Yeah, I need to go and watch Star Wars and all of that again, because I remember watching it when we were younger, but I don't think I've watched it again since. I'm talking about when I was young, so that's like decades ago. When did those come out? In the 70s?
Yeah, the original was 77.
Yeah, you see, I was 11.
I was.
Yeah, so I said I remember that, and I have definitely a vague memory of watching them. And when things come up, I remember certain things from it, but I just haven't gone back and watched them again. I really need to, because I'm sort of interested in doing that now, where before it was, you.
So busy. I was like, I think I was like 3 when I saw the original Star Wars. My parents took me, and then my brother, we went to go see Empire Strikes Back. We arrived right when Luke escaped the Wampa cave. So we missed it because we were running late. And I remember the guy let us stay for the showing again. So we watched it twice.
Oh, that's nice.
So, is that an Optimus Prime? Yes, it is, Beetle. It's the Optimus Prime Pepsi. It's not boxed, though.
Is there, this is going to seem like such a weird thing, but is there a G.I. Joe character that you feel is very overrated, in your opinion, that sort of gets all the love and you think, no?
So mine would be General Hawk. Because for the first season, when G.I. Joe came out, Duke pretty much led the G.I. Joe team. And when he wasn't there, Flint would take over. But when they brought Hawk in, I feel that was a slap in the face. Even though Duke was made him second in command, I think it was a slap in the face that he took over. So, yeah, I wasn't a Hawk fan. I think he's overrated.
Yeah.
One of my favorite. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, is there a movie? No. That my question can wait. You were going to say your favorite?
No, one of my favorite characters is Shipwreck. So, but like Duke is my all-time favorite, but one of my favorite guys is Shipwreck. I think
Shipwreck is the one that you want that I to do as Ryan, or Ryan as Shipwreck. Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
I actually gave Ryan a G.I. Joe classified Shipwreck.
Yeah.
Because he was in the Navy. They were the same rank.
Yeah. No, Sham, because I enjoyed doing that series. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to ask, has there been a Transformers movie that you felt that they absolutely butchered?
All the Transformers movies are garbage.
Oh, okay. The one I watched with Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf. So
yeah, I
enjoyed that.
I hate them all. I think the Transformers movies was Michael Bay. He's made some great movies, but when it comes to Transformers, he is
not so much.
utter garbage.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know. They shouldn't have made them at all. That's my whole thing. They shouldn't have made them, because, and the problem was too with the movies, General Motors got involved. So, you know, Bumblebee is a Camaro. No, he's not a Camaro. Jazz is a Pontiac Solstice. No, he's not. He's a Porsche. You know,
yes.
They made all these characters. Starscream is not an F-22. He's an F-15. You know.
Yeah. So they sort of did it with their little marketing agenda in mind, and no respect for the original, because it's all about making a buck.
Yeah.
It's all, So I get that. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read some of the chat. Buck Rogers, also was kind of, I agreed. Hawk was in Buck Rogers, kind of wrecked that series. And I love the Gil Gerard Buck Rogers. And Beetle, yes, I love, Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes are my favorites. But yeah. Are you talking about the movies? Yes, Marky Mark. Even, you know what? Age of Extinction with the first one with Mark Wahlberg and Kelsey Grammer. It wasn't as bad as, as the other ones, because I guess they tried to go somewhere. But still, same thing with GI Joe. Live action, like GI Joe Retaliation. The only good thing about Retaliation was Ray Stevenson, who played Firefly, and the Cobra scenes. That was pretty much it. Like, they basically killed off all the GI Joes in the second movie. I just, stuff like that gives me a headache. It's like, if you're going to listen, if you're going to make if you're going to make a GI Joe movie, you make it to the same aesthetic like they did Act of Valor or 13 Hours. And 13 Hours is a Michael Bay movie. You can make those movies great. Like, I'm sorry, but when they put The Rock in, that's what destroyed it for the second one. And then when they added those stupid power suits in The Rise of Cobra, like, basically GI Joe was not a real American hero anymore in the first movie. It was basically an international hero, because they made characters who weren't fitting to the roles. They
were trying to make it exciting for the masses and missing the point.
Yeah. So,
Old Renaissance Boomer says as well. He says, well, and then when they did the Bumblebee movie, everything contradicted, and they revealed about him. I'm assuming that everything contradicted what they revealed about him in the Transformers movie.
Yeah.
And he also said the power suits were corny.
Yeah, the power suits were the stupidest thing I ever saw. And then even with the Bumblebee movie, the first 2 minutes of the movie where they showed the old, fighting on Cybertron. That was the only good part. Everything else was garbage after that.
Yeah, did you feel like you were robbed? Because when you watched like that first bit and you thought, oh, good, they've got it right. And then they just proceeded to fuck it up afterwards.
My father said to me when the first Transformers live action came out, he says, how many times did you see it? I said, I only saw it once. Oh, I thought you would have saw that at least 20 times. Well, I'm not going to waste my time watching a crappy movie. I'm going to the theater 20 times to watch garbage. So because my family knows how much I love Transformers, and if Transformers was good, I would have been there in the theater watching it day after day, but it was just such garbage.
Tell me something, Carl Hauser. Does your family still buy you Transformers for birthdays and Christmases?
No. No. That's all on me. So
I would have thought that if you've got someone that's, is an avid collector, that would make your job so much easier. As a parent to buy presents, because just get him something that's Transformers.
I know what I like. I know what I like. So, to Wendy's question, about like Gem is a perfect example. So Gem and the holograms is part of the Hasbro brand, the GI Joe, the Transformers. When they made a live action movie, they got the guy who did Fast and the Furious to make a girl brand movie. That movie just utterly failed. It could have, like, I would have went and watched it if it was to the lore, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
And that's the problem when I this is why I shake my head with live action. With live action.
Yeah, but you know what? You've got to wonder, when are they going to learn their lesson? Because from what I understand with The Witcher as well, the Witcher series, the reason that it's totally bombed and why Henry Cavill left it is because they don't stick to the law.
Yeah.
And that alienates the true fans. When are they going to learn? Stick to the freaking law. I don't get it. Why?
See, I'm going to predict something. See, you get me to do Transformers or G.I. Joe, I can guarantee you, $200 million weekend.
Good. Is Hollywood listening?
Easy. Because I know,
how the law.
I know the lore and I know how to do it. Like me, I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of crossovers. The only crossover that ever mattered for the Transformer G.I. Joe universe was back in the G1 series in season 3. They had Cobra Commander in one episode who played himself, and then Flint and Lady J's daughter was in season 3 as well. She was a soldier who worked with the Autobots. That was the only great crossover that worked.
Yeah.
So,
and did it work because they stuck to the law?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, that's why I said, you would think that they would eventually get the message and realize that if they just made something that was true and stuck with it, that it would be a hit. But they keep trying to reinvent the wheel. Yeah. And I find it's with all movies as well. There's a lot of, like, not just in the Transformer G.I. Joe universe, just in general with movies.
Mm-hmm.
They keep going back and making it again. And it's a new generation of children that are watching or that have come up. So why not just remake the Superman movie with just, like, obviously a few more special effects or whatever, but stick to what was there originally, and stick to the spirit of the movie. Why do they always have to try and up the ante and then bring in a message? Because, now we've got to try and sell this and sell that. If they would just stop with the freaking messaging behind and just stick to telling a story, they would probably have a hit on their hands every time. I mean, I don't go to watch a movie to hear a message. I watch a movie to be entertained.
Yeah. Well, I'll go back. Yeah. Beetle. Yes. I'd like to do a watch party. Yeah. This is what hurts me, because being a fan of Transformers, who loves Transformers, when they made these movies, I'm just like, I never grew up on this. Like, this was utter garbage.
Shite.
I was like, who did they make these movies for? They didn't make it for the G1 fans. Yeah, they brought back Peter Cullen, they brought back some voice actors, but from the cartoon, but I didn't grow up watching, like, it was more serious in the original cartoon than it was in these movies. Like, when you're having pop can machines and toasters transforming into just stupidity. I'm just like, what trash is this? Like,
it's because they're not making it for the true Transformer fan, and focusing on that. I think they are making it for the extra audience that they want to attract.
Yeah.
And they're trying to dolly it up to make it sort of attract other people, like new viewers. But if they just stuck to what it actually is, that it appeal to a whole new generation.
It's like what old Renaissance boomers saying. Like, I think the whole movie was all WTF moments because, like, that okay. The one shot when they're in the desert, when they face Scorponok. I'm sorry, but if they actually faced the real Scorponok, that movie would have been over.
5 minutes, not even.
Because he would have transformed, and it's like everyone would just. And the thing I did not like too in the movies was you have these machines from another galaxy, sentient beings, getting riddled up by human bullets. It just didn't make any sense.
Yes, because that wouldn't happen.
I'm sorry, but it's just, this movie made no sense. Like, sorry, any of these movies. Same thing with G.I. Joe. The whole point of the G.I. Joe, it's, facing superior forces in Cobra. They just did it. Like, I think Chris Eccleston was a great Destro, but the way they did Cobra Commander, they just, you go back. This is why I tell people, you just want to watch a good series, you go back and watch the original Generation 1 cartoon. You will get more out of the cartoon than you would these live action movies. Because live action movies, they just had no idea how they were going to make this and how they were going to appeal to our audiences. It just didn't make any sense. And this is why I scratch my head every day when the live action Transformers comes up, or G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Like, it literally gives me a headache.
Yeah. Explain to me the connection Cobra. Jeremy shows Cobra Cast. Where does Jeremy fit in with the Cobra thing?
Well, because Jeremy's a huge G.I. Joe fan. So it's G.I. Joe. And Cobra is the enemy within G.I. Joe.
Okay, so
he just took the name. Yeah, he just made a Cobra.
And Cobra Commander, because I see some people call him Cobra. Okay, we in South Africa say Commander, but Commander.
So Jeremy, but he uses the G.I. Joe flag bars.
Color. Yes, I see that at the bottom of Cobra Cast. Yeah, I saw that.
He uses that with the Cobra Cast. So
and I like your shirt that you're wearing as well with it.
Yeah, thank you.
Pump up that chest so we can see.
Yeah, Jeremy is a huge G.I. Joe fan.
Yeah.
Because he even tells, it's funny because he gives me some props. He's like, nobody knows G.I. Joe like Cole Hauser does.
Well, I can hear this. That's what I'm learning from.
It's just growing up with it, right? That's all.
Yeah. I think it just becomes part of your cell memory, part of your DNA. This stuff without even having to think. I'm like learning, so I will have forgotten half of everything that you've said 5 minutes from now. But exposed the whole time, you learn a little bit more every time.
Like my other half, like she loves this stuff, right? So, she wears a Decepticon hat and stuff like that.
Oh, cool, man. Cool. No, that is. Tell me something. What is the next piece that you want to add to your collection?
So, to be honest, it just comes in spurts.
Yeah.
So if I see something that somebody's selling or online or whatever, I just go and grab it. So So like when I just got a Misfire.
Yeah.
Misfire is one of my favorite Decepticon target masters. So I literally just, I went and grabbed them. So there's always something to grab. So,
yeah. I'm trying to see if there was. Oh, did you see what old Renaissance boomer says?
Yeah.
He did find it slightly plausible. When they fired 120 millimeter sabot rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
The last print. Oh, nice. Starscream's Ghost is a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, old Renaissance. It's like, what are you gonna do? That's why even in the original cartoon, when they were shooting at Megatron, the humans, and Megatron's like, he kind of laughed. What are you gonna do? Stop us with bullets? So
yeah,
it was pretty funny. So.
Is there a figure that everybody loves, but you secretly hate? Just secretly. Just a little.
Is there a figure?
No, you love them all.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a real tough one. I don't know, because I pretty much, I gotta think about that one.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single Transformer I truly don't like.
Yeah.
Well,
true fan.
Besides Beast Wars, but I don't consider Beast Wars part of the Transformer universe. I did get a little, because I posted on X, the Sydney Sweeney's, saying G1 and against I don't like Beast Wars. I just anything after Generation 1, I just throw away.
Yeah.
I get
so
when Beast Wars,
that one.
Yeah, I get when Beast Wars came out. I don't mind Spike's exosuit. I thought it was actually pretty cool. Now, if you watch Beetle, if you watch season 4 Japanese Headmasters, Daniel is using the exosuit a lot, and he uses it in ways that they never used it in the movie or the season 3. So, but I get it. Like, Spike had to have something. They asked the voice actor who played Spike and Shockwave, to come back for the live action. He said no, don't want to be a part of you guys. That one scene where they fired on the Decepticons from that plane reminded me of the Green Berets when they pulled off the Magic Dragon. Oh, Puff the Magic Dragon. Spooky. Yeah. AC-130. Well, the old AC-47. But yeah, no, I get it. I never understood, the live action scenes.
Yeah.
So this made no sense. Like, even, let's formulate, what is your least favorite Transformer character? My least favorite would have to be... Oh, okay. So season 4 Rebirth, I didn't like the Nebulons. They put humans, basically aliens, in the Transformers' heads. The actors, their heads or their guns. I despise that season 4 3-parter. I think that was the worst Transformers series. I do not believe you can put somebody in somebody's head and they can easily transform. So I thought the Headmaster arc in the 3-parter Rebirth season 4 was absolute garbage.
You weren't buying that.
If you're gonna make, you know what? There you could have had your Transformer crossover with GIJOE. So But yeah, that's why I skip it and go to season 4 Japanese Headmasters, because they're the actual robots who transform into their heads. So
yeah, somebody asked me to do something with that. Was it you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and we never got around to doing that.
So I got a Generation 1 Fortress Maximus. He is the largest transformer.
Which is the biggest one in your collection? Because I saw Az posted something where it was really huge. It was almost like life size. Which is your biggest one?
Well, this one here, Fortress Maximus.
And how big does he build up to? I mean, if
he's a foot tall.
So that's quite big.
Yeah. Or I have the fans toys Omega Supreme, who's big, but
yeah,
when his fan toys comes out, he's going to be 4.3 feet, so he's going to be big.
Are you going to be getting it?
Oh yeah, I already got the head. Me and Az is getting it too. Me and Az has been waiting. So
yeah. What do you mean you already have the head? Can you buy it in sections?
Because he's a headmaster, so his head transforms.
Oh yeah.
So so I'm waiting for his head. I mean, for the body to come out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be the biggest.
Yeah. Is there a toy commercial from the 80s or 90s that's also burnt into your memory?
The Jetfire one.
Yeah. What was it about that one that was
really just the way that commercial started?
Yeah.
When the narrator comes, because the Autobots are cars, the Decepticons are jets and flying vehicles, and the narrator starts off with, after losing constant battle after battle in the skies, they introduced Jetfire, because they created him to take on the jets, right? So
yeah.
I always loved that commercial.
Okay.
That was one commercial. It's just like, and that's what made me fall in love with Jetfire. It was just like, I have to have them. So like I said, I got four of them. So
yeah,
even as freaked out when I posted it. He goes, "Oh my God, is that like number 4 now?"
Oh, shame, man. And do you ever change your display around? I mean, do you are you forever?
To be honest, this is my first display because I have everything in boxes and bins. I just never had the time to just, basically when I get something new, I take a look at it, goes right into a bin.
No.
Yeah. And there's a lot of bins. I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So basically goes into a bin, and then I'll look at it in like 4 months from now.
I think with the next stream, we must unpack a bin with your next stream.
Yeah.
And have a look at everything that's in your bin. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr.
Hey, Misa.
And Manotha's here as well. Hi, Manotha.
Hey, Manotha.
Okay, wait, I want to make the screen big to see that. You see, your toys are so much more fun than ours. Barbies don't do that. Can you imagine Barbie comes up with a little makeup kit that pops out of her arm and shit like that? That is so cool.
There you go, Peter. In there, and then I actually have a G1 Shockwave.
Which is the one with the ice cubes? What is the thing? Because there was something you asked me to do with Az.
Oh, energon
cubes. Was sipping from an ice cube or something.
Yeah, energon cubes.
Yeah.
That's the fuel.
Okay.
And then I have a Skylynx. Still works, fully motorized.
Now, what does that transform into?
So it's a space shuttle, and he transforms into basically a dinosaur.
And how difficult would it be to do that now? Or
so the bottom half is a link, basically a transport. So basically, let me see. The head.
Okay. You see, now this is what I find. Engineers must have a ball designing those.
So basically, so
okay.
it turns into a giant turkey. And then
gobble,
the bottom
gobble.
half turns into a lynx, so his legs come out. And then I got double spy. So he is an Autobot and Decepticon. So he's both. So he's a spy. So he basically
lift up.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to transform him. It's been a while because they sit for a while.
Yeah. You're doing it off camera, so it's a.
You know what? I'll save him for another day because he's a little complex.
Okay.
I got hunger. No, I don't have any GoBots. He's a Technobot. He's the leader of the Technobots. He's a Decepticon. So he transforms into all 5 combined. I got a Conquest 630 GIJOE.
I like the shark's mouth. That's cool.
Yeah, I do have some. I do have duplicates. They're just all in the box. Wendy. And then I have Grapple, Autobot. And I have, let's see if I can grab this here. Give me 1 second. So here's the other one that's in its case. So I got a couple here.
Manotha says it's cool watching all this shit he couldn't afford when he was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's I got the GIJOE Tactical Battle Platform there. I got the DVDs up there. MP44. Oh, I got this is the very last episode in the Marvel run, number 80. So
cool. You're gonna have to redo your whole display at the end of this episode.
I didn't move a whole lot. I have a missing link, Sentinel Prime. So it's basically Optimus Prime colored yellow.
Yeah, I thought I recognized. I liked Optimus.
Yeah. So
from that shit movie.
So the one right there, in the black box, that's a GIJOE F-15 Eagle pilot. It's from FAO Shorts. When it first came out, like you couldn't buy it anywhere. You had to get it from FAO Shorts in New York. Brand new, that thing was like $150 back then. So I was lucky to actually grab one. So
Beetle says your grapple looks really clean.
Yeah.
And he has a very hard time keeping anything in a box.
You know,
Are you ever, if you buy duplicates though, are you ever tempted if you've got two, that you do open the one and play with it and then the other one's for in the box? Or does your mind not
I
work
do
like
have
that?
duplicates. Like I said, I'm still working on trying to get everything set up the way I want it. So I'm waiting, like I said, I'm still waiting for my desk to come in. So, and then yeah, I'll have everything, and I'll have some duplicates out. So
Yeah.
so
It'll be interesting. I do think that the next episode is take one of your boxes or your storage, whatever's, and we unbox it. Not unbox, we just pack everything out of that box or container and check everything out. Then that way we get to see exactly what you've got. You'll have to hide your location in case
no, I can do that. Yeah, I have, like I said, I've been planning on opening. I would like to open up some stuff on stream.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I just put them yeah, there's so much here. So but like I said, it's a small percentage of what I have. So
yeah, no, it would be nice to go through all those boxes and see what else you've got in there. Stuff you've probably even forgotten that you have.
Oh yeah,
I went
in. So when I was reorganizing everything, I went in there and I found some stuff where I'm just like, wow, I didn't even know I had this.
Yeah.
Because like I said, literally when I buy stuff, I just like, I look at it, check it out, and then it just goes right into the bin.
No.
Yeah. Bruce always laughs because he's like, oh, there's another transformer that you're never going to see again.
No, we'll have to unpack a few bins for sure. Manotha 150. He says his first paycheck was less than that. Yeah, my first paycheck. I can't even remember what my first salary was. I think it was something like 500 rands or ZAR. Our money is worth nothing.
Well, our dollar's going downhill too, so. But I keep what I love. I don't know if I showed. Oh, I got this I love because I'm a big fan of 24.
Oh, the series, yes.
Yeah. So this is it's basically a 24 guide. It gives you all the stats and statistics of the characters, their weapons, CTU, everything. I love this thing. Because yeah, I'm a big fan of 24. So I actually have a Jack Bauer action figure. It's in the box.
It's weird. Yeah, it's funny how Kiefer Sutherland, the older he gets, the more he looks like his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've often looked at that. It's the same with Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas as well. The older he gets, the more he looks like Kirk.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
And then what else do I have? I have some.
Manotha says that's why we have children, to sell the extras for medical experiments.
So, G.I. Joe classifies. These are my two. So, a couple of my favorite Cobra ninjas, Slice and Dice. Yes, Slice and Dice is a funny name, but
yeah,
these are some of my favorites.
That makes sense because they throw those. What are they called? Those little, is it shurikens or something?
Stars.
Yeah, that slice you in half anyway. So, yeah, I read Shogun, so I remember that.
Yeah, Boomer, I have all the DVDs because I love. 24 is like my favorite show. And that was the one show was when 24 was on, my cell phone was off and you could not bother me for an hour.
Yeah. I've watched a couple of episodes, but I must actually go back and watch the whole series again. There's a lot of stuff that I sort of half watched, but now I want to watch the whole thing again because that was the one where everything had to happen within a 24-hour time frame, which was nice because it made it the sense of urgency was just there. I want to go and rewatch the X-Files as well because that I watched and I really enjoyed. But there's like a lot of series when I watched it the first time, I enjoyed it, but I've just never gone back and watched it again. Like Game of Thrones and The Witcher and all of those I've watched multiple times. And Vikings. Oh, I loved Vikings. But I would like to go and watch 24 again and the X-Files and watch them properly. Well, 24 anyway. The X-Files, my husband loves that. He also everyone wanted to be Scully and Mulder.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my girl to watch House, because I told her.
Oh, he was so good.
Because she's watched other medical shows, but I said, listen, you're gonna love House.
Yes, everything was always a mystery, and then you think it's this, and then it's something else, and God's truth,
Yeah.
But Hugh Laurie is he is just so funny. It's just that dry wit of his.
Yeah, they're
one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, they're mentioning some shows in the chat.
Oh, yes, Minotha. Yes, Shogun was brilliant. I've actually got the book. I'm trying to think. Hold on. I am going to. Where the hell do I make myself disappear? I'll be back.
So, I have got the 40th anniversary that came out. So this is a nice one. I love the background music. And then got this.
I'm back.
Here. Just showing some of the albums.
Are those all your LPs?
Yeah. I used to DJ back in the day.
Best book ever.
Yes, my collection is insured. I won't say how much, but it's insured.
Yeah, Beetle Johnson says he's very jealous. Yeah, James Clavell.
AKC.
James Clavell actually wrote Taipan and a few other novels as well that I've read. But Minotha, any idea where to still watch the original with Richard Chamberlain, the original Shogun? Because I would give my left arm to rewatch that series, because that was so good. It was brilliant. Did you ever watch Shogun? Or it was probably way before your time?
No, I don't. I think I caught it at one point, but no, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, no, that was brilliant. Absolutely
I briefly caught it.
Yeah, because the book is, it's a fat book. You can see the size of the bloody thing.
Yeah.
And the print is tiny print. So, yeah, I can still read it with readers.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a book that I read at least every 2-3 years. I'll reread it. It just gives you such a good understanding of the Japanese mindset and where they come from and everything. So if you don't read another book in your life, you must make a plan to read that.
Well, the reason why, like, in G.I. Joe, ninjas were so prominent because of the 80s and the ninja craze back then.
Yeah.
Everything was ninja. You had like, American Ninja. You had Ninja 3, Ninja Turtles. But the two prominent guys was, well, technically Snake Eyes was a commando. And then Storm Shadow was the ninja. So they didn't change well, more or less in the comics, but the cartoon, Storm Shadow was the prominent ninja. So American Ninja was one of my favorite movies. So.
Yeah. Renaissance is saying Michael Dudikoff.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he acted. Yeah. Minotha's right. James Clavell introduced ninjas to the West. I think especially from the series as well, where the stealth of the ninja. You didn't know they were there until it was over, and then you didn't even know they were gone. It was just You only knew they were there because of the destruction they left behind.
So in an episode of Transformers, there was an episode called Enter the Nightbird, where it had a prominent ninja, where a ninja robot was made in Japan, and the Decepticons steal it and actually wanted to replace Starscream with this ninja. So it was a pretty funny episode.
So. Yeah, replace Starscream. What is so special about Starscream, by the way?
Starscream is Megatron's number 2, but he's very conniving, very sneaky, and he wants to take over. He wants to be a leader of the Decepticons. So that's what makes his character so unique, because he wants that power. So, and he's always doing anything he can to take over leadership, because he figures he would make a better leader than Megatron would. So,
okay.
So, and that actually he is the same in the cartoon, and then he was the same voice of Cobra Commander from GI Joe.
Interesting.
So,
yeah. Beetle says he practices the art of ninjutsu.
Nice.
Still to this day with Steve Hayes. Cool.
Oh, nice.
The bumbling 2RC. Oh, yeah. Second in charge. I get that. I got that military reference. My dad was in the army, so I got that.
Starscream's a unique character.
Yeah, and Minota also says 80s ninja movies were lit.
Oh yeah, they were the best. Like I love 80s ninja movies. Ninja 3 Denomination was one of the best out there.
Yeah, a local station by me every Friday night was Kung Fu Theatre, dubbed movies where the spoken never matched them. Oh yes, where the lips and the speech never really matched up. Casey Cheeto said something about Orb. Orb, or is that just someone's name? Old Renaissance boomer. Don't worry, Casey, I'm a twat. Michaela, you in shot, eh? My grandchild's there in the background.
Nice.
She's realized she's running off. Oh, shame.
So this was just being able to talk more about my Transformers. Who was the one who gave the voice to Optimus Prime? Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen's Canadian. He's from Quebec.
Wendy's coming in with the hot questions here. Wendy also she collects vintage. A lot of vintage stuff, toys, and she's often showing stuff she's found on X in thrift shops. Wendy's from the Netherlands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she often comes with cool things that she's found. Hong Kong specials. I'm reading chat. I'm checking what else they've got to say there. Do you know that we've been on for almost 2 hours?
Yeah. No, this has been great. Like it'll be nice when we do the next one. To have more. Actually, old Renaissance. I love Science Theater 3000. There's some great episodes.
And Monty Python.
Oh. Yeah.
John Cleese. He is one of my all-time favorite comedians. Totally different. I'm going off on a different tangent now to Transformers and all of that. But did you? I mean, you Canada. I mean, that is practically. I mean, you get a lot of crossover from, because the Queen is your Queen. Well, the Queen was your Queen. The King is your King.
Yeah.
Do you ever get a lot of crossover of the British culture and their TV series and things like that?
Yeah, we get a lot of we get a lot of crossover.
Yeah.
Here that they would get in the UK. So. Faulty
Towers. TV series, Fawlty Towers with John Cleese from his younger day.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, that is so funny.
I've heard about it.
Yeah,
but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah. Now, do yourself a favor. If you ever want to go retro, go and watch that one. It's very funny. Allo.
Yes, I know that.
Oh, that is so funny.
It's similar to Hogan's Heroes.
Yes, you sent me that to do a spoof. I must still get around to that. Yeah, Wendy. Oh, Wendy's English translation, the apple in an A. Wendy says she finds things for an apple and an egg, but it just means for cheapest chips, dirt cheap. An apple and an eier. Oh, goodness. Yeah, allo. My nose also likes allo. Oh, I loved that. What I loved about allo, Manosa, was the fact that everybody spoke English, but they just spoke it with the accent so that you knew they were actually speaking French. So it was just it was just so well done. It was really a good series.
Yeah, one of the shows I'm watching right now is a Canadian show.
Yeah.
Check it out. But it's with Don Adams. Don Adams from Get Smart.
No.
Get Smart was a spy. It was a spy spoof here, and it's so funny. Like, they do a lot of stuff in that show which you could not do today. It's so funny.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, they do all those racial undertones, and it's just like, yeah.
Don't you miss that though? You know, when you could still laugh at yourself and take the piss, and nobody got upset about it because it was a joke. You know, I'm hoping that is going to come back, because I'm tired of offending people the whole time.
I just go back.
Not that I give a shit, but still, yeah.
Yeah, I just go back and watch the old shows, because you're not going to get some of those shows. Like, there's a show called Soap.
Yes.
Like, I love that show because of those undertones. Yeah. It's just like fantastic.
Yes. That double entendre, that was what made it fun. And just the taking the piss and the joking in general. Yeah. It's just become so politically correct, and I'm so over it. I'm like seriously so over it.
I love those old shows for what they do, because they're just funny. Like,
funny is funny.
Yeah. You know.
But anyway,
when you want a good laugh, you know, you just Billy Goat was just, sorry, Billy Goat.
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal was
Billy Crystal was the goat.
He was the goat in Soap. And he played a gay character, and he was funny.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember Soap. But there's just so many good TV shows from the past, and then you watch this shit that they put out today, and it's like, really?
Well, I've been collecting I've been getting the DVDs of a lot of the old shows.
Yeah.
So, boomer me. Like, I've been telling Ryan he's got to watch Hogan's Heroes. You know.
Yeah.
I say, Ryan, listen, you want to laugh? You know, World War II comedy, you know, in Germany.
Yeah.
Trust me, you'll have a laugh.
Did you ever watch a Blackadder series where
No, I know of it, never watched it.
Yeah, he also did a season or two where it was also set in the trenches in, I think, World War I. And that was also very funny. Yeah.
Yeah, All in the Family was funny. Jefferson. There were so many series in there.
Even the Cosby Show. I mean, Bill Cosby was one of my favorite stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
And, you know, the stories he came out with was so funny. And who's that other chap? Billy Connolly. Oh, he's so funny. I must remind me one week to play a clip of his from Hiding in the Long Grass. That's all I'll say right now. But that was funny.
Well, Bill Cosby's older Cosby Show was pretty funny.
Yeah, he was very good.
Yeah, the one in the 70s. Yeah, Three's
Yeah.
Company. I love Three's Company. You know, Three's Company is just it's just you know, it's hijinks after hijink, like hilarious.
Yes. And Mr. Roper. Who would we have if we had to spoof Three's Company?
Yeah.
Who would we have as Mr. Roper?
Yeah, that would be interesting. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much. There's so many good old shows. You
Yeah.
know, for me, MASH. Like I like MASH, but I only liked it. I only liked it till season 5, because after that, that's when it started getting serious. They kind of lost the comedy edge.
Yeah.
So
I never found it as funny as Allo Allo. Allo Allo was always for me a little bit funnier. I remember the Bob Newhart show. Because remember in South Africa, I mean, we only got TV in 1970 something, you know, and I remember, you know, the TV, it only came on for an hour, a whole hour early in the 70s that we would have TV. And then we would like be sitting there waiting for the test pattern to come on. And you must know a good part of that hour was taken up with the frickin' news. And then it went to 2 hours. So we were a little bit behind down south here. That bloody Mickey has a death wish because the thing is still flying around here somewhere.
one of my favorites was I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the name.
The hijinks on that show was just, it was classic.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff I'll know the name and then I'm like, ugh. And then when I start watching it, I'm like, oh yes, of course. It's the same with music. Somebody will say, oh, have you heard such and such a song? And then I'll be, no, I don't think so. And then when I hear it, I was like, of course I've heard it. I just don't remember titles and stuff. Oh, my daughter's laughing. She's sending me WhatsApps about me trying to kill the bug on screen.
What is the name of the actor who played the silly French agent? Was that Peter Sellers, Inspector Clouseau?
Which one are you talking about, Wendy? Which series? Louis.
Don't know it.
Peter Sellers in the Pink Panther was so funny as well. That scene where he's on the parallel bars and he's like, it's all coming back to me now. And whoops, there he goes. Oh, that was so funny. I loved that. I can watch that and piss myself laughing every single time. It just never gets old.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all coming back to me now.
Yeah, there's a lot out there. But as to the chat, like this channel I'm doing is going to be Transformers, GI Joe, but also talking pulp culture too. So talking movies and TV shows and stuff. So but
but the kids today, I mean, if I look at my grandchildren, they don't really watch series and stuff. They've got no interest in watching TV. They are online with YouTubers. They follow YouTubers and they game.
Well, see, the thing is, that's the thing now, because we're living in a world where you got tablets, you got internet, you got gaming. There's so much you can do. TV, you're not going to have the TV shows like we used to, which we had. Like it's a technological shift in what we used to do to what we do now. So remember, no, only a few select people maybe had computers. You know, now computers, laptops, phones, it's all there for you. So
it's all on this tiny little thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're coming up to that time, because we're coming up to almost 8 o'clock, and I don't want to trip over Jay like you tripped Pooh. So, my sense of humor. But no, I want to thank everybody who joined us in the chat.
Yeah, thank you so much.
There's the Beast. Like everyone who joined. Martha, Wendy, Johnson, Casey, Old Renaissance, everybody. I just want to thank you. Like I want to thank everyone who joined us for my first stream. Kiwi. Yeah, we're gonna be doing more. I'm just getting my feet wet.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I just want to say thank you. And now you guys can go enjoy. Yeah,
Jay.
thanks for the sub. Please like.
Yeah, and, like, comment.
Yeah. So you guys can go enjoy Jay next, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.